Draymond Green, 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in that win over the Hawkeyes last night. He joins us now from East Lansing. Draymond, I was there last night, got a chance to see your team in person. It was awfully impressive. What stood out to you about the performance?
I mean, we really knocked some shots down, but I think I was more impressed with, and I think we've been doing a great job of it all year, but it wasn't really showing in the beginning of the year because we weren't really making as many shots. The way we shared the ball, though, it was great. And I saw a couple possessions that was highlighted on Big Ten Network where I think all 5 guys touched the ball, and when the 5th guy touched it, we got a great shot. So, it was good to see the ball moving like that and, to get everybody going, especially with this stretch that we're going into. We're going to have some tough games coming up. So, to keep on building guys' confidence and guys knocking down shots the way we did last night, I think that was great for us.
Everyone knows, Draymond, about how this team struggled last year amidst the really high expectations. What do you think is different about this team?
I think this team, we came in with a chip on our shoulder, thinking, hey, everybody's counting us out, but we know how good this team can possibly be if we can work on this team chemistry and get everything to clicking. And, one of the most important things about this team is, with myself and Keith Applin being the 2 lead guys on the team, neither one of us cares about how much we score on a given night. Guys I've led us in scoring, Keith has, Austin, Thornton, Brandon Wood, Derek Nix, Adrian Payne, everybody's led us in scoring, Travis Trice. So, Brandon Dawson. I think it's 8 different guys that has led us in scoring this year. And, when you have a team like that where no one cares who's scoring, all that matters is about getting a win. As long as we're scoring, it doesn't really matter who scores. So we're looking to make that extra pass to get a great shot instead of getting a good shot or, everybody's defending. That's a great thing that we've been doing is everybody's defending and helping each other and also rebounding the basketball. We haven't been rebounding as good lately, but overall, we've been doing a pretty good job of rebounding the basketball as well, which had been a staple of this program through all the years of success, rebounding and defending. And we kind of got away from that last year, but this year we wanted to get back to it, and we've been doing a pretty good job of it.
Interesting to talk to Coach Izzo yesterday, and he said that in his mind you are the undisputed leader of this team. You were talking there about some of the things you do on the court, the selflessness, sharing the ball, playing defense. What do you do to lead this team off the court?
I mean, just making sure, when we're off the court, we try to do things together. Sometimes we go to the movies, go bowling, just different things that we do as a team. Sometimes we just relax at each other's house and go get something to eat together. Just making sure, at all times we're trying to build that bond, that guys like North Carolina, they've played together. You got teams that have played together. Indiana, those guys have been together for 3 years now, and, they've added a key part to their team. But for the most part, all those guys have played together. We didn't really have that luxury bringing in a freshman and Brandon Wood and then also our guys who redshirted last year. We didn't really have that experience with each other. So we know we have to do those extra things off the court to really make up for time that we didn't have together.
Coach Izzo this week called out the Izzone a little bit, and when I talked to him about it yesterday, at first I was kind of joking about it with him, and then I came to realize, he's really serious about this. I mean, this is really important and really means something to him. Why do you think that group is so important in his mind to the success of this basketball program?
Well, usually most top programs have a home court advantage. You have to win in your games at home, and, the crowd plays a big part into that. And Izzo is the type of guy where, if it has to be right and everything has to be done to perfection. He wasn't satisfied with what we did last night because of the mistakes we made. One of our walk-ons got in and made a mistake at the end of the game. He's chewing them out on the sideline. Yeah. He just expects perfection from everything that he's involved in, and that the Izzone is named after him, so he wants that to be to perfection. And, I think what really set the standard was when that alumni group came back for that Indiana game. It was real loud in there, and, that's what he's going to expect out of the current Izzone. And they did a great job last night. They really got it rocking in there last night. I ran out on the court for the first time last night, and I told Brandon Wood, this is how I used to be my freshman year when the Izzone was out here. So, he got it back going, and, hopefully they keep that going for us. But, overall, I think we do have one of the best student sections in the nation. and that's what he expects, and I guess he didn't think they had been doing that lately.
Draymond, you've been on 2 Final Four teams. How does this team compare?
Well, this team is a little different from the 2 Final Four teams I've been on. You know, for the first Final Four team, we had, you know, different guys. We were older. The first Final Four team, we had a lot of seniors, juniors. Kalen Lucas was a sophomore, but he had experience. And then my second Final Four team was, you know, when Kalen went down, it was just how us guys really came together. You know, hey, we still have a good enough team to try to make a run, but you know, this team is a little different. We're pretty young. That's not going to go away at all this year. We are getting more experience for those guys, but you know, that's a difference. And you know, everybody always wondered who that go-to guy is on our team. And you know, of course, in the key times, we're going to come to me or we're going to go to Keith. But you know, I always say, let's not need a go-to guy. You know, let's just keep on playing and sharing the ball how we do, and guys knocking down shots so we never be put in that position. But you know, as opposed to the first Final Four where we knew if we needed a bucket, we were going to Kalen. Or the second Final Four where Kalen was out, you know, we needed a big shot, we was probably going to Darrell, or, you know, we were probably going to Raymar. Well, this team, you know, if we really need a bucket, we may go to me and Keith, but other guys is willing to step up and knock that big shot down. For instance, Austin Thornton at Nebraska, up 4 backs against the wall after they had made a comeback. He step up, take the big 3 and knock it down and really ice the game. I think that's really the difference with this team, that, you know, there's really nobody who's, you know, set in stone or who's going to take that shot or who's going to get the shot. Just a lot of guys ready to step up and knock it down.
Well, Draymond, congratulations on all of your success to this point. Thanks a lot for taking a few minutes to join us here tonight.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.